Last year, we redrew Mom's childhood art.
But we didn't do any of yours. I finally got around to going through the 16,000 pictures on my phone and pulling out all of your childhood art. And now I have a massive collection. So we're doing redrawing you guys' childhood art, spooky edition. I like this one because it's spooky, and that bat is on point.
Is that a blue tortoise?
It is a blue tortoise. Is that a Frankenstein with a top hat? Because those are either arms or they're coming out of the head. Tell us, Tyler, age 5. What is going on?
What is that?
Tyler was studying anatomy. So I'm pretty sure that's the circulatory system and the digestive system.
Why does the hands look like feet?
I don't know. I think the hands look like broccoli. Oh. I love her long neck and her sassy pose.
Hearts. Ardina likes. Oh.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. I like how the one in the back has 2 mouths.
Oh.
So this one was a squiggle. You can see it. It's the top of his nose, around his mouth, up under his jaw, and then his belly. We used to do squiggles all the time on the whiteboards. This is one of 2 Mother's Day drawings you did this year. This one were fairies in a garden, very tiny fairies with wings. And you say, I like tea. I do. I like to drink tea and wear jeans. Still true.
I like to drink tea.
This one is adorable. We're superheroes, I think. But I like that orange scarf. You gave me the orange scarf.
Oh no.
Yeah, he is such a vibe.
Nemo.
You told me it was Nemo, so I wrote Nemo. He's perfect in every way. Do you think that's a hat or his other eye or a fin?
Fin.
What happened to your homework? Phoebe ate it.
Yeah, I love Tyler humor. It's good stuff. That's quality humor right there. That's a future in funny. The look on the cat's face in both panels. The cat's just... And she's like, I guess I won't stab people just because police.
I like how her haircut changes. At first it's messy.
Well, that's crazy hair. The little curls. That's how you know she's super crazy.
And then the second she realizes that the police still exist, it cleans itself up and gives her a single swoop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This one cracks me up because you literally 2 days ago drew the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as people, and I found this one and I was like, oh my gosh. There they are.
You drew your childhood art when you didn't realize it.
You did. You totally redrew your childhood art days ago.
Saw this.
It says ninja. What does that say?
I think it's turtle.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't know.
Like you ran out of room here,
so you're like, I'll just put it up there. Perfect. 4-year-old Sam, what happened to her hand?
Is it hairy? Is it?
It just looks really swollen. She got stung by a bee. She doesn't seem upset about it. She's just marching along, smiling. And that's a bow on her head. That's how Sam drew bows for 2 years.
Like a McDonald's M with the circle in the middle.
Yeah. There's a Sam zombie. You have been obsessed with spooky from birth. You were due on Halloween. You were born a bit early, but you were due on Halloween. So yeah, we called you Pumpkin till we knew your gender. And boy, somehow it seeped in and you've been our little spooky queen ever since. So 4-year-old Sam drawing zombies.
Halloween!
I love how this one's got a tortoise eye. Both of you guys in your childhood art drawn tortoises. What? There's Sam's. What do you think these guys are? They kind of remind me of Daft Punk or something. Or like Marshmallow. Is there a mouse one? There is, right? A mouse one with...
Oh yeah, there is. Dead mouse.
Yeah. Doesn't it look like Dead Mouse? Maybe there's sound waves going up through the ears.
They look like mouse caterpillars.
Yeah, look at all those legs. This is one of your first journeys into fashion design.
Good vibes with a unicorn emoji.
Is that horn stuffed or is it made out of plastic?
I don't know.
How sharp is the tip?
I think 10-year-old Ty probably would have had it cuddleable, but all bets are off now.
Hands.
Do you remember why you drew this?
Wasn't this a Dungeons and Dragons character?
There's several Dungeons and Dragons characters that you were designing that were just random characters with powers, and you always gave them animal ears.
Oh, mermaids.
Yeah, you drew those when I was designing the Popcornopolis mermaid cones, and you were not satisfied with the mermaids I was drawing, so you drew some like, this is what mermaids look like, Mom. And truthfully, yours were better. There's Sam. That's part of your Nightmare Before Christmas obsession.
Look at that squishy face.
That's a squishy face, all right. I think Jack and Sally had a baby, you guys. This one cracks me up because even though clearly it's Christmas, you're making it into a zombie snowman.
Because you're a spooky girl.
Here's teeny tiny baby Sam drawing Bendy.
Bendy from Bendy and the Ink Machine.
She did a really nice job. He's cute.
I still do the jump.
You do the bounce. One year later.
Funtime Freddy?
Yeah, I do.
Does Freddy ever have Bonnie's head as a hand?
In Sister Location, he has a little puppet-ish
Oh.
bonbon.
Oh.
That's Funtime Freddy.
Got
Funtime
it.
Freddy and Bonbon.
Yeah, that's really, really good. Very recognizable. Basically guaranteed she didn't have a reference because she never used references when she was 5. I love this one so much. I think that's Bendy over there.
Is that Bendy again?
And just some and an alien. Oh man, just that's a happy bunch of weirdos. I love this picture. Look at them. That guy's flying down and saying hi, and she's reaching up like, hi there.
Is that a ghost?
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
Because you're spooky.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's fun. This is Drawingception. You drew yourself drawing yourself.
I did that a lot.
You did do that a lot.
Look at that hand.
You know, it looks like a loaf of bread or
How made it done?
the hands. Am I right? Look at this guy. This monster head, particularly, is one of my all-time favorites.
It looks like it has bunny ears and horns.
It's a lot.
The long nose.
The long nose, yeah. Yeah.
Pointy villager nose.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, what is this girl? With her alien eyes and her pigtails and her noodle body.
I
Those
think it's
legs down there?
alien me.
It's just
Alien snake me.
what's coming off of the hair.
These zigzag thingies are braids.
Oh, so there's braids coming off of pigtails. Okay. So this one's the last one because I love this drawing so much. We may have to bring this one back for a later one. You guys have tons and tons of glorious art to redraw, but this girl, I feel like I put her in this one because she's a little spooky.
It looks like she's a ghost dripping down onto a gravestone.
That monster a hat, or is it behind her? We don't know. I feel like it needs a redraw. Sam can decide what all those things are, but it's such a solid start.
I know what all of it is.
She was 5 when she drew this. So I chose your dead mouse mice, but I made them into Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster because we're making it spooky. And so I started by drawing the lab. I did a sketch in Photoshop. You can kind of see it ghosting back there. And it was clear that I was not having a good line art day. So I drew the whole thing in Illustrator so I could control the lines. So that's why there you see the vector. So I'm controlling it with my mouse and just drawing all the vector lines. And it makes it really easy to clean up my line art later. And I can change the shapes to whatever thickness, whatever shape. You can change what kind of brush you use. So I could have changed out what the lines looked like. You can always change them, which I love about Illustrator. But yeah, you have to draw vectors. So I've got these two guys, got Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster. And Sam's facial expressions are better than these guys. I do a lot for color and lighting and stuff, but I never managed to match the vibe of your facial expressions. They were so good in the original. Here's putting in details on the lab. I just did a bunch of bottles of randomly colored liquids. Seemed like the right thing to do. And then they've got some glowing light balls on the other shelf. And then I tried to do some moonlight coming in through the window, but I ended up not liking the way that I had drawn it, so I redrew it, took it into Photoshop for some texture and some lighting, and we went from Samantha's Dead Mouse masterpiece to my multi-armed Frankenstein mice. And I love how it came out.
I like the style that you ended up with, like the lineless vector.
Yeah, I think I ended up with lineless because of Dead Mouse. Because I think in my head, that guy was always Dead Mouse. And I was just kind of picturing those just simple shapes.
It's funny. I like the inside of the ears where it's like...
Yeah. Next up is Tyler.
I did the crazy lady and her cat. Because, you know, crazy lady and her cat.
It's another loaf of bread hand. I can tell that you've been reading a lot of webtoons because your composition is so good. It's such a kind of comic style composition. And it was a comic strip. There were multiple panels, but you've definitely stepped up the composition hugely in this. It was very static and very straight across originally, and it's a lot more interesting now.
And it's actually colored.
What do you think, Sam?
I like it.
Her little swirly crazy eye is a nice touch. Are you happy with how it came out?
Yeah.
I love how in the new version there's no... Maybe I shouldn't go stabbing. The stabbing is just the whole of the thing. Sticking with it. Then you did a vignette.
And some scribbly.
Very nice vignette. And you added this texture, which I think was very effective at sort of amping up all the crazy.
The noise effect.
So from glorious, adorable killer girl to this much more dynamic composition. Very, very nice.
I noticed that the original cat didn't have a mouth, so I just kind of stuck with it.
I think he's just shocked.
I also gave her swoop that she has in the second panel.
The hair, yeah, nice.
Kept the messy hair,
So it's
but also
it's a
added
mix of the two.
the swoop.
Nice. And last but not least, Sam redrew our little boy Nemo. And he was flawless perfection from the start. So you didn't actually do a lot to change him, the shape of him. You did a couple of minor changes, but you mainly just gave him more of a vibe.
I did that same scribble vibe.
Is
And
it
I was on a
Nemo?
color.
Question mark. Yeah, you were talking to Marnie. Hi, Marnie.
Hello. Shout out.
I love the dark circle under the eye effect. That's
He's
good.
like, he's like,
Give him a little bit of extra crazy. the glow in the eye. I think it's really funny that you put the glow in the reference too. Oh, you did a vignette too.
Mm-hmm.
When you were lighting him, you gave him the underlighting, which is the classic spooky, like the flashlight underneath. It's so effective to have the light coming from the bottom to make things spooky. Immediately gives them more spook.
I made the highlights like a yellower.
So good. And then you changed it to say, "What happened, Nemo?"
What happened, Nemo?
Glorious.